Materials and masks can also be useful in the voxel room. They're essentially perform very similar functions. The materials typically are images like real photos that you would use, and masks tend to be something else. They don't always, I mean, you can use real photos for them, but they're black and white images, mainly for masking out areas you don't want to get, which are the black or darker ones, and ones you do want to paint in or sculpt in, whatever, that are the lighter or whiter ones. So what I'm showing you here is actually that in any one of these panels that has a little arrow to the top right of them, they have further options that you can use. So in this case, like the masks, I can go to like tiny icons to huge icons to normal, but I can also add in my own folder and put in my own masks. So that's what this list is my own, set of masks. So I have a mask here that I made using either Inkscape or Illustrator, I'm not sure which. And I'm going to use the extrude tool and extrude that shape using the mask. So where it is dark or transparent, I'm not going to get it to come out or grow, but where it is lighter or whiter, it will. So depending on the strength of my brush, I'm going to get a bigger screw head or a smaller one. So this is a way to get some surface details in your sculpture. If, for instance, I use something like this elephant skin in the materials area, I literally can go in and paint in that detail as well. Of course, in that case, I would rather use, say, a brush rather than the square tool and do that. But I may have to, say, adjust in the options, adjust some settings so that it works more cleanly instead of, maybe I want it to rotate along stroke, fade on the edge, and, maybe have some jitter or whatever. I can adjust those things as I see fit. And the part of the reason this is doing this right now is because I'm using the extrude tool. But let's say I go into surface mode, draw, and then add some strength to it, start drawing in. I literally can draw in those details. And in fact, you're not stuck with just this image being like this. You can tile it, or you can do this, and you can use this menu up here to move it, scale it, skew it, rotate it, or you can hit reset and reset it. You can flip it. There's a lot of different things you can do with it, and you can even invert it. So if for some reason, like in the case of this mask where I had a screw head, yeah, that's interesting. I can combine both the material and the mask, but I can hit invert, and it should invert what I'm able to do here. It'll basically turn the whites to blacks and the blacks to whites, etc. So that's basically materials and masks.